you know, yeah, well, I'm sorry, I'll say this. If you've been in one toxic relationship before, usually the next one you start picking up on the signs. And it's always you gotta always factor in feelings because sometimes when you love a motherfucker, you more acceptable to put up with more bullshit than you would if you really didn't give a shit about it. But usually, still, usually usually you could feel it. It's just how much you willing to go with it. But you know, most people, unless you've been in a bad enough one, or you that disgusted with the one that you in, which a lot of people really not when they in it, that you really be like, let me walk away. I said nobody ever why they was in it and in love with the motherfucker. You ain't do that. And it wasn't that you didn't know that this shit is like fuck, we break up more than we make up. Like you didn't like you didn't know it was bad, but you just you was in it and you was trying to fill it out, trying to see if it was gonna get better, trying to see if it was gonna last, trying to see a motherfucker really care about you to go the distance. Like me, I need a motherfucker to prove they love me every fucking day of their life. Every day of their life. You don't get no passes on saying you miss me, you love me, you want me. Every fucking day. I need to hear shit like that. I like words of affirmation. But in the point that you're making that, yeah, usually I'll put it like this. I don't think Monique don't know, but because she didn't been in bad relationships to where she know. But in her case, it's just like how far you gonna let that ruin your career? Because most motherfuckers ain't rich and in some shit. You struggling together. You actually got the fucking money in this shit.
Right.
So the second part of my answer is Matt and truly right because God actually distilled to me to walk away. Because in God's eyes, I wasn't doing anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Then he said, focus on yourself because if I don't feel right in the missing component, is nobody going to feel right in it. If I'm not happy with myself, I'm not going to sit there and lie or falsify or not be in reality to it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know the story personally. It took me all the way out of my comfort zone with all I was used to. They would consider me as a nigga that lost everything. You know what I'm saying? How can you not make this work after all this much of time? 20 years, nigga. All y'all,
And
20 years. It's like we was rooting for y'all. And it's like now I'm back down. Like I said,
what
it
up, Rock?
was,
Shout
you
out
know,
to baby bro.
yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
so and that was the part that actually kicked into me, right? So whoever comes back in my life again, right? They have to have the unique understanding that I worked on myself. You know what I'm saying? I took the time to audit myself on a daily basis to what I'm contributing to this union. You know what I'm saying? So if I sit there, just like you said, man, because we hit everything, we got minds like an elephant. We'll never get no credit for it, right? But I guess we do because they allow us to come into their life to a certain extent and function in their world. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the safe place, where it's to hold them in their arms, or like you said, give them the words of sweet encouragement, even if they're down, even if they don't love themselves. But around me, I'm gonna promote that. You know what I'm saying? And my promote and how much I'm not campaigning to have no false elections or get voted the greatest motherfucker in the world. It's between me and you. The union is between us, not the rest of the world.